1996 UK 1 penny coin. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's journey takes us into the world of British coins once again, and this time we're looking at the often overlooked but historically steady UK 1 penny from the year 1996. Now at first glance, this coin might seem like just another penny, but dig a little deeper, and you'll find it has more to say than most people expect. Historical background. Let's start with the basics. The 1996 1 penny coin was struck as part of the decimal coinage system introduced in the UK back in 1971. By 1996, the penny had already undergone a major shift from its original bronze form to the more cost-effective copper-plated steel version. That switch happened in 1992, so all standard 1996 pennies are magnetic. They're made of steel on the inside, covered with a thin layer of copper on the outside, enough to keep that familiar reddish tone, but magnetic if you put them to the test. Design of the coins. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makloff. This was the third official portrait of the Queen used on UK coinage and shows Her Majesty wearing the royal diadem, facing to the right. Around the edge, you'll find the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 1996, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. It's a familiar sight to anyone in the UK and gives the coin its classic royal feel. Turn the coin over and you're met with the elegant crown portcullis, a design created by Christopher Ironside that's been on the 1 penny coin since decimalization. The portcullis is a gate with chains, symbolizing the Palace of Westminster and the strength of the British Parliament. It's a simple design but full of tradition, and it anchors the penny as a serious part of British monetary identity. Mintage of pennies. In terms of size and structure, the 1996 1 penny measures 20.3 mm across, weighs approximately 3.56 grams, and has a smooth edge. These details have remained consistent across the copper-plated steel era, and they're part of what makes the coin so recognizable in your pocket. Now let's talk mintage. In 1996, over 464 million 1 penny coins were struck by the Royal Mint. That's a huge number, meaning this coin is by no means rare in general circulation. If you've got one that's been through pockets, wallets, and piggy banks, chances are it's worth exactly 1 penny. But as always in the coin world, condition and uniqueness can change everything. A standard 1996 penny in circulated condition won't sell for more than face value, but one in uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated condition, no scratches, no discoloration, and a shiny mint finish, could sell for £100 to £3,000 or more. These higher grade coins are usually found in coin sets or kept safe by collectors since they were minted. There were also proof versions of the 1996 penny struck for collectors. These coins have highly polished surfaces and sharp detailing, and they were never meant for general use. If you have one of these, especially in its original packaging from the Royal Mint, its value could be anywhere from £500 to £1,000 depending on condition. Error coins. Now let's talk about something every collector gets excited about: errors. While there haven't been any major nationally known errors from the 1996 1 penny, mistakes during minting are always possible. Misstrikes, double strikes, off-center images, or even incorrect planchets can all add serious value to what seems like a common coin. If you spot a 1996 penny with anything unusual, like missing details, strange rim shapes, or misaligned sides, don't ignore it. Get it checked out by an expert or a local coin dealer. Even minor errors can push the value up to £200, £5,000, or sometimes more depending on rarity. How to do magnetic test. One of the easiest and smartest things you can do is the magnet test. Since every regular 1996 penny should be copper-plated steel, it should be magnetic. If yours isn't, you may have something rare, possibly a leftover bronze blank from before 1992. Those transitional errors are extremely rare, but when they appear, they can be worth a small fortune to the right collector. So always keep a small magnet nearby when checking old coins. Now let's get a bit into collector advice. Tips for collectors. If you're trying to sell a 1996 1 penny, be sure to describe it accurately. Mention if it's circulated or uncirculated, include clear photos, and if it's part of a coin set, say so. And don't forget to test and share whether it's magnetic or not. That single detail could change the value completely. If you're buying, aim for coins in natural condition. Avoid polished or cleaned examples. A little wear is fine if the coin still has good detail, but artificial shine usually lowers the value. Proofs and mint set versions are great for building a collection, and they often come at affordable prices too. Conclusion: so is the 1996 UK 1 penny a £1,000,000 coin? Not quite. But like many everyday coins, its true value comes from what it represents: a snapshot of a stable moment in British monetary history, part of a trusted design, and a potential treasure for collectors if the right conditions are met. And who knows, the more these coins disappear from circulation over the decades, the more desirable the best examples may become in the years ahead. Thanks for joining me today for this closer look at the 1996 UK 1 penny coin. If you found this video helpful or interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell so you never miss out on the next coin we explore. And if you've got a 1996 penny you think might be special, or even just a favorite from your collection, share it with us in the comments below. Until next time, keep checking your change, keep learning, and happy collecting.